I'm Jacqueline with Airport Improvement Magazine, and I'm here today with Justin from Abatement Technologies. Hi, Justin. How are you?
I'm well, Jacqueline. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So tell us about Abatement Technologies and what all you do for the aviation space.
Okay, so Abatement Technologies has been manufacturing for almost 80 years now. Been in the construction containment space for well over 30 years, and that has really created an evolution for us into the airport space, where we're putting an envelope around construction to improve passenger satisfaction, to maintain the look of an airport facility during construction while they're renovating in occupied spaces.
So you provide solutions to airports when they're in the middle of construction, try to help make things safer and look a little cleaner?
So really what we're doing is we're maintaining the aesthetic and the security of an airport site during construction. So we make it look like construction's not even happening. Our walls go up around the construction site before construction begins, give it that finished look, create a surface that can be used for advertising, but really just to maintain the normal aesthetic of the airport while they're under construction. It looks like a finished wall when it gets installed. These logos would be off of it. You can put your own branding on it. It really creates that finished look. It creates security around the space as well. Really the idea is that the passenger doesn't know there's construction going on.
Right. So I was going to say a lot of important aspects there. The passenger doesn't even know necessarily that anything's happening. They don't get confused. They don't go into a space that's not safe for them to be in because construction's happening. They don't go the wrong way to their gate. So this one, and like you were saying, they can advertise whoever they want on here.
Yeah, the walls are designed to accept graphics. So once you've erected the wall, a graphics company can come in and they can either do advertising for the airport themselves, they can talk about what's coming in that space, get the passengers excited about changes that might be made, and really seamlessly blend into that airport space.
Extra signage, make it all smooth. So this is the Shield. Tell us a little bit about your different products.
Yeah, so for the airport space and really for the commercial environments, we've come up with Shield Wall Connect, which is some key highlights of that are that it can go to heights up to 32 feet with some existing bracketing that we have. It can go higher with specific engineering. It's designed to have a very smooth surface to really accept the graphics, to create seamless connection between the panels. And for assembling the panels together, it has a bracket system that allows you to do it without doing any damage to the panel. So everything becomes reusable, very easy to install. You get a finished wall in a fraction of the time it would take to build a traditional wall, a much better look over any plastics or any of the other traditional methods. So really a good way to create containment around that construction site, and Connect has really been a great product for us in the commercial space.
Absolutely, and very environmentally friendly that they can reuse it. They can repurpose it for different projects or areas of the airport. So tell us a little about kind of the whole configuration of putting it together and the different sizes available that you have that could be used to fit the space or uneven walls or floors.
Yeah, so we know that no site is the same. So there's going to be unique demands. We've created a variety of panel sizes that help accommodate those demands without having to create damage to panels or cut them to fit into specific spaces. So we'll help plan out a site and create a site plan before going in and doing the install, spec out all the different panels that'll be involved in that install, and then just use the brackets to simply put them together and stand the wall up. So it creates a very easy, very fast process to get that wall up and to get construction started on site.
Very efficient. So how long about does it take to put one together?
So depends on the complexity of the configuration. Something like the configuration that we're standing in today took a couple of hours for us to set up. Even just bridging this tunnel and this gap, something a little more complex, but we were able to do it in a very fast time. If you're just building an 8 or 12 foot wall, you can build 100 feet in well under an hour. It goes together very fast. And when you're comparing to traditional drywall and other methods of creating containment, it's a fraction of the time.
That's excellent. And so how soon kind of in a construction project do you get brought on usually for an airport?
So for an airport, it generally becomes part of the planning process. So we'll work with engineering or architectural firms or airport facilities to help spec out this product. And then depending on if the facility themselves want to own the product, if the contractor owns the product, or if they just want somebody to do it for us, we have ways to distribute to the market either directly or through installation partners that can do full service installation. So we work directly with a company called Temporary Wall Systems that will come in, help spec the job, and full white glove install, rental, and dismantle of the walls to get the contractors going faster and doing what they want to do.
Okay, so it can be tailored to whatever needs they have.
Absolutely.
Any project, start to finish.
Yep.
Either set it up themselves, bring it in, buy it, all whatever they need to do to fit their project.
Much like the product, we've set it up to help address any need or scenario that's out there.
So the Connect is your latest product. So kind of tell us some about how that came about to meet client needs and how it's compatible with your previous products.
Okay, so we've really been on this containment journey when it comes to walls for a little over a decade now. A lot of our original products were focused on healthcare and other critical environments where there's a heavy requirement for creating seals in the containment, creating negative pressure. So there's a little more complexity to those panels. We knew coming into the airport industry that height, speed of deployment, and the finished surface that allowed for graphics and created that finished wall surface was going to be very important to that market. So it allowed us to simplify the product, make it a little bit easier to use, and really create that finished wall when it was complete that would accept those graphics, really making a product that is well designed for that commercial and airport environment.
So how's the Connect compatible with those previous lines?
So because we've kept commonality with the frame, it does for anybody that owns any of our current wall systems, it does directly connect to those wall systems with just the brackets that it uses.
Okay, so the same bracket type.
The profile on the frame is the same, so they very simply connect to each other. We've seen examples of customers using it on top for additional height with our traditional products, or tying it in depending on the needs of the space, where on a bunch of different applications, they've been able to seamlessly tie the two together.
Okay, so if they've done a prior project and they want to upgrade a little bit for certain areas, they're all going to be able to mix and match it together.
If they have an inventory that they need to mix and match, they don't need any special adapters or special connectors to do that. It all natively integrates.
Okay, perfect. And we've kind of touched on a little bit since they can reuse them for other projects, the sustainability a little bit, but tell us a little about just kind of the eco-friendly nature and the environmental aspects to using this.
Completely reusable and recyclable product. It's, again, designed to be put together multiple times, to be reconfigured. You don't have to cut panels. You don't have to screw in or drill into panels when you put it together. So that really enhances the reusability. And every time you can reuse a product like this, you're gaining an eco advantage over some of the traditional products where you would build a wall and then have to dispose it and just go through that cycle, creating waste. So excellent.
Thanks, Justin, for talking to us today about everything that Abatement does. And now we'll know whenever I'm in an airport and I see these walls that this is what's helping me get around the construction and not get lost. So
awesome. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.